Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is PMS, subject Social Studies, grade 7, lecture number 53. Chapter number 15, The Struggle for Freedom. Page number 72, 73, 74. Progress in the subcontinent from 1860 to 1890. Great construction activities were carried out, for example, construction of roads, railways, and canals to fight famines in different parts of the country. Social and political advances were made. More Indians were allowed government jobs. Even Indian judges were allowed to try Europeans. But there was a strong protest by the white people, so the idea was given up. Formation of the Formation of the Indian National Congress in 1885. Indian National Congress is the name of political party which was formed in 1885. Initially, some Europeans and Muslims joined it, but eventually it was dominated by Hindus. Indian Council Act 1892. This was an important act and its important features are listed below. Indians were elected to the Viceroy's Legislative Council instead of being nominated. What's the difference between elected and nominated? Elected means the members which are chosen by the people through vote. Nominated means the members which are selected by the authorities. Separate electoral rolls. This means that the Hindus voters should vote for Hindu candidates and the Muslims for the Muslim. Lord Curzon, the step which he taken in the social field, he set up primary schools and universities. He appreciated and worked for the preservation of Indian culture. The division of Bengal in 1905 into East and West Bengal was Curzon's decision. Eastern Bengal was mainly Muslim and poorer, while Western Bengal was largely Hindu and prosperous. The Hindus opposed this because they felt that part of their trade would go through Chittagong in eastern Bengal rather than Kolkata in the west. The merchants and landlords of western Bengal thought they would lose the cheap labor of the poor Muslim peasants in the east. The partition was, however, benefit to the Muslims. Violence broke out, even murder attempts were made on British officers. The gulf between the Hindus and Muslims increased and led to the setting up of the Muslim League in 1906. Morley Minto reforms. Lord Minto was the Viceroy and Morley the Secretary of State for India in London. These reforms were the second step towards eventual independence. The reforms, which were many, regional governments in provincial assemblies, separate representatives for minorities, for example, Muslims and Sikhs. Indians to be appointed in the Viceroy's Executive Council, which was welcomed by the Indians. However, the partition of Bengal was reversed in 1911, which benefited the Hindus. The Muslims now began realizing the advantage of higher education. Note your homework. Make a timeline from 1858 to 1910 to show the social and political development in the subcontinent.